Well, good morning, guys. Welcome to a most idyllic Ubud this morning. We're again on a nice rice field where I was last year and yesterday, and this is my final day here in this certain part of Bali, and then I'm heading off to another rice field in another location. So we'll do some great videos there. I'd like to welcome you this morning and talk about a very special crystal that even when I was a little boy I used to handle, and didn't even realize until I became a crystal healer that wow, even as a little boy I used to go into my mum and dad's best room in the house where we weren't allowed to go. I used to sneak in, close the door, and I used to sit for practically hours holding this crystal and feeling it and trying to understand it, and wondering where it came from and how, and all of these feelings I'd get from this crystal. And looking back, it's amazing how now I understand this crystal more than ever. So today, a lot of you have been asking me over the past few months, how do I bring abundance into my life? I think the first thing, guys, we need to talk about is separate this abundance feeling that a lot of us have. We connect abundance with wealth and money, and I think that's a no-no. It's a slippery slope, and I don't think it's healthy. And the reason why is because your focus will only be on materialistic value, and actually wealth isn't about materialistic value, even though it helps us and makes a massive difference. You're probably looking at the screen saying, well, you're in Bali, I can't afford to go to Bali. So yes, it does make a difference, and to a degree it does. I have a lot of friends who argue with me on this point, but let's just say over the 38 years that I was working as an auctioneer and hairdresser and other things, and trying to achieve wealth at that time, didn't really make it didn't make me wealthy. I don't think it's to do with chasing the money. I think it's the way you are as a soul and how you can overcome the obstacles of fear of money. And that's the problem. You see, a lot of people talk about money being just an energy. That's all it is. And in truth, it is just an energy. However, it's coupled with a lot of negativity. For instance, let's talk about our mother and father. What did they believe money was? And like, for me, my dad gave up his life's passion for money, meaning that he was so frightened of not having money that he went to the first job he could get to get money rather than follow his passion and find his work that he loved and got paid for. Not having enough money, I think we can all relate to that when we hear our parents and our friends and family saying, oh, I can't afford that, I can't afford that. I think I spent my whole life in my last marriage hearing that and saying it and repeating it. And if you think about that, if all you ever repeat are those words, then you create that belief system that you can't afford or it is too much. Now, when me and Susie parted, I stopped worrying because I don't really need money. And that might be a cliche to you, or you've got brand new tops all the time, you've got lots of crystals, you've got a website. No, that wasn't how it really began. And my path was about helping people, and I found myself, I think I've mentioned this to you before, guys, and that is when I was an auctioneer, when I was an auctioneer, I used to go out, and if I didn't have 200 or 300 euros in my pocket when I was going out on a night out, I never felt I was worthy. I didn't feel I was something. But if I had more money I had in my pocket, the more money I felt I was important. That's how shallow I was because of my programming, because I was told by my family, my friends, people around me, money is power. And it's absolute garbage. Anyway, this day comes now, and a few months ago, before my website started to do really well, I was happy with €1 in my pocket to go and grab a coffee. and it's never been about wealth and the materialistic for me, never in this spiritual journey at all. And you say, oh well, you charged a lot when you finished doing healings and readings. Yes, because I got to a point where I valued my time, and the reason why is I put so much effort into helping and healing people along their journey, and all that time and effort that, you know what, the times that I am doing my work, if I charge more, it means that I can then do a lot more work and a lot more good for other people who can't afford. And as many of you know, I've given readings and healings for many of you free of charge for many years. So that was my balance at that point. I had to come to terms with that because I didn't have self-worth. I didn't believe in myself. But what I've done is I've worked upon myself with help of friends, and now my new love, my partner. She inspires me to believe in myself, and I have started to believe in myself. Now, just as I split up, I found myself walking a path, and all of a sudden life became a little bit more abundant day by day, and I was finding this bizarre. And what I realized, that my fears of my family not having enough suppressed my abundance in life. I don't know if this makes any sense to you guys, but you know, we're going to talk about the crystal in a minute, but this is important for you to understand before you work on the next crystal and oil with me, okay? So I found myself, wow, why am I'm making more money now. Why is that? Because I had nobody to worry about anymore. I was on my own, there was only me. And I realized that actually I've never really actually been worried about money. I've always been worried about not having enough money for other people so they feel comfortable. Well, I didn't need any money, so now I'm feeling comfortable not having any, and all of a sudden that barrier, that fear that I put up there has disappeared. So now there came an abundant flow. My business started to take off, everything started to work. Now, hey, this could be a coincidence, but you know what? I've been running my business 15 years. That website with crystals have been there for 15 years. Yes, I've sold many crystals, but not as abundantly and not as popular as it is now. So there is something in this, guys. I want you to take that away with you today. There is something in this. Do you worry about not having enough money for yourself or other people? You need to take that away. You somehow need to get rid of that out of your life. And so we move nicely on to a crystal that I believe can help tremendously. Say hello to Pyrite, a little piece of fool's gold. They call it fool's gold because it looks so much like a golden nugget, right? It is a beautiful crystal, beautiful formation, and if you look at this particular one, you can see it's not exactly gold everywhere. You can see the anomalies and the mother stone as well, all attached to it there. It's beautiful. We're going to work with this stone now, this crystal, and the reason why I believe this crystal is the best crystal to help us with the abundance flow. And let's not forget, abundance flow is all the good things that come into your life. Take out of your mind money, get rid of it, and bring into your life all the abundance that you would so willingly accept into your life. Because it's one thing saying you'd like it, but it's another thing is, would you really accept it? I.e., if somebody came to me and says, Mark, I want to gift you this, what is the value that you believe you are worth? This is how I measure that. Meaning that if somebody came to me and said, Mark, I want to gift you this donation of €5 so you can help buy a crystal for somebody, work on it and gift it. Okay, that's beautiful. If somebody came to me and said, here, Mark, there's €5,000 here. I want you to gift people the crystals. Would you take it? Probably not. I would say thank you very much, but we're doing fine, we don't need it, and I would turn that away. So what is my value? Maybe my value now is increased to 50 or 100. Well, we have to realize that when we start to put a limit on what we accept, that is going to be your measuring stick to how much abundance you're allowing in. Isn't it a pain? It's such a pain. How do we get over that? Because the thing is, we've been so corrupted by society and by people. I've got, for instance, in my family, I've got one family member who absolutely hates anybody wealthy. And it's not that he hates anybody wealthy, it's just that he hates himself because he doesn't believe that he can achieve wealth. Therefore, he has to hate it so it makes him feel better, instead of saying, you know what, I want to achieve that. How do I do it? No, that's too difficult for him. So what he does is gets angry and spits. And ask yourself, do you get angry with people who are doing well themselves? And I've often said this before. There's two boys stood on a street corner, one from one part of the world, one from another. A Lamborghini pulls up. One of the boys says, who the hell does he think he is? And then the other boy says, wow, when I get older, I'm going to get one of them. It's the way we've been brought up in our country to perceive wealth as they're drug dealers, they're robbers, they're this, they're that, because it's the limited thinking of our parents and our surrounding friends and everybody that holds us back. So first of all, you need to let go of any fears you have of you not becoming wealthy. You also have to, and coupled with that, is you're not here to try and think of how the wealth will come into your life and what the wealth will be. It's just that you accept everything that comes into your life for your higher good and as far as your path allows. So whatever comes in, you are now gonna accept that. And again, take the money out of your mind, but just see abundance as abundance of happiness. Now, if you think about that, abundance of happiness, what does that really mean? Well, in my world, if I'm happy, it means that everything else is sorted out behind me, because there's no way I can be happy if there's lots of things wrong and I don't have an abundance of peace, joy, abundance of whatever. So if you focus on, just abundance in general, then that's a good place to start. I'm not telling you not to focus on receiving wealth, but more so receiving everything good that should come into your life and that can come into your life. So today you're going to change your chip. So this is the crystal that we're going to use, okay? Now, this is my speciality of oils. This is the abundance oil. Now, the abundance oil was created after I made the healing oil and the cleansing oil. I wanted to make an oil because many people were coming to me saying that they wanted to feel an abundance of joy, inner peace, happiness. They wanted an abundance of many things as well as wealth. So I thought, okay, I'm going to start working on an oil. And it took a few years, but I got to the point where I thought this jar of oil is now ready. And funnily enough, in that oil there was many pieces of this beautiful pyrite. And gold is the color of everything that is abundant. That's how I see gold. It is an abundance of everything good that can come into our life. So what we're going to do then, guys, if you have abundance oil, and even if you have any of the oils that we work with, please take a few drops, okay? So grab 3 drops, that's it, that's all you need. And I'd like you to rub it into your crystal. Now listen, guys, you don't have to have the pyrite, just any crystal, whether it's Moldavite, rose quartz, doesn't matter, just grab that crystal and rub this beautiful abundance oil all over. So once you've rubbed it on, I want you to just place it down and then rub your hands together. And I'd like you now to rub on what's called the third eye, okay? And I'd also like you to now go to your heart and rub this oil on your heart. Okay, so now you've rubbed the oil in the places that need to be. I want you to breathe this oil through your nose, and I want you to say the words, I accept everything abundant into my life from today onwards. Okay, just say that a few times. Breathe in. And really mean it. Again. One more time. It's a beautiful day today. Absolutely gorgeous. It's an abundant day. Good, guys. All right, now I'd like you to take your crystal and hold it in your hand. Okay? Now with both hands like this, I want you to place them comfortable on your knees, and I want you to just sit and close your eyes. All I'd ask you to do is listen to my words and let them enter into your psyche, your life, and your heart, especially now that this beautiful oil is now in your heart. Today's a beautiful day. We can hear all the abundance, the birds, the cars, the motorbikes, everything that is fully abundant in this world is around us right now. Today is your day to open yourself up as a channel for the abundance of everything that is good and pure that you so deserve in your life. Today is your day. You have been chosen out of the billions of souls to listen to this message. It is your moment to receive. I often hear the words which always rings true to me. The meek shall inherit the earth, and it's your time to inherit the abundance. It's your moment. You deserve more than anybody for the work, for the love, for the kindness that you've shared in this world. We have been born into a world to learn how to give. But today, my dear friend, my beautiful angel, it is your moment to receive. And this is as equally as an important moment in your life. And you have to learn this. Receiving and accepting. Self-worth is coupled with today's message. Do you believe you deserve? Do you believe you deserve? I am here to tell you now that you are beautiful and you deserve everything abundant that is about to flow into your life from this moment on. This is your moment. I want you to now say in your heart that you will not use the words no when anybody offers anything, no matter how big or how small. I want you to now make that promise right now. Will you say yes to everything abundant, no matter how big or small, that is offered to you from today onwards? Let me hear you say out loud and mean it. Let's say it together. Yes. 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 Now smile inside your heart and get ready, because it is opening now to receive all the most beautiful energies that are coupled with peace, joy, harmony, holidays, wealth, so many things that are about to come into your life. Magic, inspiration, higher, greater energy, healing energy, abundance energy. This is your time, your day, your moment. Now grab your crystal and place it on your heart. and repeat the words, I am abundance. Repeat it and say it out loud. Repeat these words, I deserve abundance. And now repeat the last words, I will receive abundance. Now place your hand back down, open your eyes. Okay guys, one thing I want to say is, one thing saying it, but it's another thing believing it. I want you to repeat this every day as often as you can, and believe, believe, believe you are worth all the abundance that is about to flow into your life. And I mean it, believe it. There is ample abundance in this world that feeds billions of people. So why not you today? There is ample abundance for you, trust me. The secret is believing in your self-worth. And through that, you can help others believe in their self-worth. So don't fear other people who are not doing as well. Just share to them the knowledge of opening oneself up to receiving. And it works, my dear friends. It works. So guys, have a lovely day. I'm about to set off now. I hope you enjoyed this little video of abundance oil. You can always use the abundance oil without the crystal, and it works equally as well if you use your hands and place your hands exactly where you need to. Look how beautiful it is today, guys. So beautiful. I like to whistle to the birdies. So many beautiful birds here, guys. I wish you were all here. But you are. You're all here. You're all here. Of course you are. You're following wherever we go. You're with me now. Okay guys, you're all in my heart. Thank you so much for buying your crystals, working crystals from markbajerski.com. Remember guys, the crystals that I work on like this one, which I've been working on now for the past 4 days. And I work with each of my crystals and put extra different types of energy in. This one here you see guys has the energy of abundance, but also change for the more positive energy. So a lot of people are in a dark place, they're not feeling positive, they don't know where they want to be or anything, so they're in kind of a limbo. This crystal that I've worked on brings change into the life as well as abundance. So each crystal has its own unique energy that I like to put into the crystals, and that's why on my website a lot of you will say, I thought that crystal did this and did that. Well, they do. They have an energy that is taken from the ground, and where that particular crystal is exactly what that crystal is for the place in the world. So that has its own unique energy. But when working with a crystal, just like when I work with my oils, I put a certain energy into it that makes the difference, that gives that same vibration. So again, all my crystals on my website have a unique energy for a certain reason, and that's why I do a write-up on each crystal. Depending when I've worked with one or a bunch of 10 or 15 crystals together, then I write down exactly how I did the work, whether I did it on my clients, because I have now courses. So I take those crystals and place them underneath the bed or on my clients, and then write that down and explain what the energy that came through spirit to help that client is now the memory in the crystal. So pure energy healing crystals, guys, are unique. They're completely different than a normal crystal that you would dig and then just work with. So yes, I have done the work on the crystals, and they do make a massive difference, and they are beautiful. But you too, if in a good place, if you're happy and you're strong and you can sit and meditate, if you can really focus your energy and allow that energy to pour through you, then you will pick up on what that energy is and write it down, that what you felt, and that will be the memory in your crystal. That's how it works. And that's why I put sometimes hundreds of hours into a crystal. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today. I'm going to let you go now. I'm going to crack on, nip off. And yeah, love you all. Take care of yourself. From my heart to yours. Have a great day here in Bali, wherever you are. Have a great night wherever you are. And thank you once again for going to markbajerski.com and buying your crystals and healing oils, abundance oils, and all the other beautiful incense sticks and all the rest of the things that are on there. I hope you really, really make a difference with them in your life. I really do. Take care, guys. Bye for now.